Hey, what is going on guys? My name is Nort, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I have some pretty insane news to cover. Now, if you guys remember, a few months ago, I covered a story about Leslie Benzies, the former head of Rockstar North, leaving Rockstar North. And this came to a shock to everyone, because he's pretty much one of the most beloved people in the gaming industry. He's up there with the heads of Bethesda, the heads of many other companies as well, some of the most respected games, and some of the most successful games he has headed, led, and produced and created. However, upon his departure, everyone thought he was leaving Rockstar North to pursue another dream, and that was the end of that. It was only until a few hours ago when a news story just broke out, and this is blowing up all over the internet, and it's absolutely crazy. It's mind-boggling. I would have never expected anything like this to happen, but it's quite literally Rockstar North suing Take-Two Interactive. Very literally. So the former Rockstar North head is suing the company for $150 million in unpaid royalties. And this isn't like any other lawsuit. This is the former Rockstar North head. He's suing the company he worked for $150 million, which is absolutely insane. As the story goes on, you will hear about so many other things which you wish you would have known about a while ago, because Leslie Benzies, believe it or not, didn't actually want to leave Rockstar North. Allegedly, he was forced to leave by Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar North. So let's get into the information. If you want to check out the source I am using and read it alongside me, then feel free to click the link in the description below. But starting off, Leslie Benzies, the former president of Rockstar North and one of the lead producers on the Grand Theft Auto games, is suing Take-Two Interactive for $150 million in unpaid royalties, alleging that the company tried to force him out after he took a sabbatical. So just to clear things up, Leslie Benzies was the former president of Rockstar North. He left a few months ago, and he was on paid leave, or at least allegedly on paid leave, or at least he thought he was on paid leave, ever since September 2014, and that's when he basically left the company, took his paycheck, and he was still technically working there, but he wasn't at the same time. It was just paid leave. Anyway, reports that Benzies had left the company emerged in January, following the sabbatical that begun in September 2014. But according to a statement provided by Christopher Bakes, a partner at the law firm Lock Lord LLP, the one that Mr. Benzies teamed up with, quote for quote, while on sabbatical, Mr. Benzies discovered numerous of deceptions on the part of Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar and Rockstar North Limited, Sam Houser and Dan Houser, who sought to force him out of the company and terminate his portion of royalty payments based upon arbitrary actions by the company's Royalty Allocation Committee, a committee that may or may not have actually ever met. So just to put things in perspective, Dan Houser and Sam Houser had both been working with Leslie Benzies for pretty much the exact same time. They've been working there for over a decade. Mr. Benzies was one of the first ever people to work with them at Rockstar Games, and one of the first ever people to even work at Rockstar Games, and he was behind some of the greatest titles. However, according to this, a lot of the payments he was owed weren't given to him by Take-Two, Rockstar, and Rockstar North Limited. And just to put things into perspective for you guys, Take-Two Interactive is the parent company of Rockstar North and Rockstar Games. If you can imagine a triangle or a pyramid, Take-Two Interactive is at the top, Rockstar North, Rockstar Games is in the middle, and all of the games ever created by them, such as Grand Theft Auto 5 or Red Dead Redemption, or anything else, is underneath Rockstar. So Take-Two Interactive is the ultimate boss. They own Rockstar and Rockstar North. Anyway, according to this, he was never given the payments which he was owed, and these alleged deceptions, according to Bakes, including unpaid royalties worth over $150 million. The lawsuit specifically cites the mounting resentments of Sam Houser, one of the co-founders of Rockstar Games, who allegedly led to Benzies' denial of compensation and eventual ousting. So if you don't know what's going on here, Sam Houser and Leslie Benzies, it looked like they didn't like each other. They had been working with each other for such a long time, but the mounting resentments of each other, the quote for quote said by the law firm, is absolutely insane. So by the looks of things, these guys didn't get along, and Sam Houser went out of his way to make sure he didn't get the money which he was entitled to. So Sam Houser, by the looks of things, allegedly stopped Leslie Benzies getting the money he signed, getting the money he was entitled to, and this is of course sparking off this lawsuit. And Benzies isn't just going for that, he's going for many other things as well, which he was violated by, stuff which violated him, stuff which violated any sort of contract. And if you're wondering when they signed a contract, it says here that in 2008, Leslie Benzies, along with Sam Houser and Dan Houser, entered a long-term agreement with Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar North after years at the company. They signed that contract alongside Take-Two's introduction of an incentive compensation program, quote for quote, and was based on a profit sharing according to a press release. So if you guys don't quite know how this works, they signed up for a small percentage of whatever profit Rockstar North made, or Rockstar Games made, whatever profit their company made under Take-Two. So say, for example, this is just hypothetical reasons, Dan Houser had 3%, Sam Houser had 5%, Leslie Benzies had 10%. Say that was hypothetically. That means all of the profits made from Rockstar North, Leslie Benzies get 10%, Sam Houser gets 5%, Dan Houser gets 3%. You get the point. Anyway, they signed up for a percentage of the profit which the company made, and according to a press release in a statement detailing his legal complaint, Benzies' contract with the payment from Take-Two was said to be identical to that of Houser's until his departure. So looking back at the hypothetical examples I gave you, imagine they're all on 5%. Leslie Benzies is entitled to whatever Dan and Sam Houser also get as well, which is why he's now suing them for $150 million. Also in question is Benzies' sabbatical, the paid leave, which Take-Two and Rockstar previously said ended with Benzies' departure from the company, after the January report that the president had parted ways with Rockstar North. Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick confirmed the reports on a February conference call with investors. And this is where the second part of the case comes along. This is where the allegations get pretty damn insane. So quote for quote, this is what Take-Two Interactive, the CEO, told investors in recent meetings. So quote for quote, I can confirm that Leslie Benzies went on a sabbatical in September 2014. He then carried on by saying he's decided not to return to Rockstar Games, and he wouldn't comment on the further plans of Benzies' future. However, this is where the story gets a little bit twisted. Benzies, the person filing the lawsuit on Take-Two, tells a different story. In the statement about the lawsuit, he claims to have attempted to return to work on April the 1st, 2015, only to find out that his key had been deactivated, so he physically wasn't allowed in the building. Even though he was working at Rockstar North, he was still, as a title, the head of Rockstar North. They deactivated his security key, so he was kicked out of the building. And this is where it gets crazy. After being let inside of the building by security, Mr. Benzies was then ordered to leave by the Rockstar North office manager without reason, according to the statement. So if this statement is true, and I'm sure it will be, they'll have CCTV all over the building, Leslie Benzies, who was originally the head of Rockstar North, was completely stripped of authority and power by those working with him because Take-Two Interactive ordered them to do so, basically kicking Leslie Benzies out of his own company. And they tried to reach out to Take-Two Interactive regarding Benzies' allegations, as well as Benzies' legal team, for clarification of the timing events described in the lawsuit. So all of this is absolutely mind-boggling. It's insane, it's crazy. I haven't heard anything like this for a very long time, and I don't think this is the last we're going to hear of this story. I honestly think Benzies has a leg to stand on. Of course, all of these things are only allegations. Unfortunately, we cannot confirm anything as of yet. But if you want to get everything in short, to put things in perspective, Leslie Benzies was the former head of Rockstar North. At the time, he was the head of Rockstar North, and Take-Two Interactive violated his contract according to his allegations because of a dispute he had. Of course, during his paid leave, they tampered with his security card, so they kicked him out of his own company. And now he's finally been forced out of the company. They're trying to cover things up, and they've been lying to investors about what they have been doing to Leslie Benzies, which is of course deactivating his security key, tampering with his information, and violating his signed contract with Take-Two Interactive. So this is big stuff. This is crazy stuff. Rockstar North, the former head of Rockstar North, is suing his own company for $150 million. Of course, this is a crazy lawsuit. Like I said, I don't think this is the last we're going to hear of it. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, I will update you the moment I get more information about this. And if you did enjoy this video, smack that like button. If you want to support Leslie Benzies, just smack that like button, guys, and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Like I said, there's an article in the description below. This story is blowing up all over the internet, so expect to hear different things about this. One thing I just want to mention now is everything is allegations at this moment. Until Leslie Benzies gets some firm ground on this lawsuit, Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar North are innocent until proven guilty. So this is absolutely insane stuff. Just keep in mind it is allegations, but hopefully we'll hear more stuff about this later on. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Who do you want to win? Rockstar North, Leslie Benzies? It's a massive story. I'm going to update you as it goes along. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. My name is Nort, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.